Hey my friends, welcome back to another Vlogmas video and the final porch reveal video. I'm so excited to share this with you all. If you haven't watched video 1, I just gave you like a quick recap of everything we did, but make sure to check it out. I'll try to link it above. I'll also link it at the end and down in the description box. And if you haven't seen it, just go watch it and get caught up on where we're at. This has been a huge project, so long in coming, and I'm so ready to share with you the results because we love it. It turned out so much better than I could have even expected. So I left you last time when we were doing the framing and we were about to start the screening, but we went ahead and laid the carpet first. So this carpet, I will try to link it down below if I can find it. We got it at Lowe's. It's kind of a better quality carpet than we had last time. I kind of wanted it to feel a little bit like indoor carpet, but it is completely made for the outdoors. It's kind of tan, but it has a green in it, and I wasn't sure how it would look when it looked close up, but you can't even really tell that it's got any green in it. And of all the carpet they had, this was definitely the nicest one for the outdoor option. So Marion is just laying it. He's an expert carpet layer. He's had to do it in every room of his house basically. When it's outside, I wasn't so worried about it being perfect, but he did a really good job. He just used the X-Acto knife and cut around all the places. It comes in 12 foot roll, and so we had to get 2 pieces that were 7 feet wide and 12 feet long. So there is a seam right in the middle, but it's the only way we could do it. But he did have to kind of put like double-sided tape, and he's still actually trying to figure out the best way to make the seam not so visible. But the more time that goes by, the more the carpet lays smooth, and I actually really do love the carpet. So here we are on another day. This took weeks and weeks to get done, but this is the wall that he built, and I was just painting it. And I know a roller would have been faster, but I didn't have one, so I just used my paintbrush and painted. I ended up doing 2 coats of paint on this wall, and I may go back and do like a faux brick wall or like a faux barnwood wall like I have in my house on that wall. I'm not sure. I haven't decided yet, but I just tried to go back and paint all the little pieces that he had added that we hadn't painted before. And I wanted to do this before we laid the carpet. It just didn't work out, and so of course I had to be careful along the bottom. It would have been a lot easier if the carpet wasn't there, but it ended up being fine, and I didn't really make a mess. So now I'm gonna go on the outside of the porch. We have this one, for some reason they put stucco on this one end of the porch, and it is just totally crumbled since they had to take part of the porch apart. So we just peeled it off. It came off really easily actually, and threw that away. That's been such a headache and an eyesore. And so then I just went on the outside of the porch and just painted everything white at the bottom just to kind of make it look cohesive. So this is actually the wood flooring on the outside of the frame that we just went ahead and painted it white, and it looks so much better than it looked before. Okay, so this is a fun little project that I thought that I would try. I had seen something on Pinterest and I thought, you know what, I'm going to try it. And if I don't like it, I'll paint it white. So I just used a sponge. I started out with a glove and a paintbrush, but I ended up ditching those later on, didn't need them. But I picked up these two apple barrel paints in country gray and pewter gray, and I kind of mixed them together, and I started out painting the sponge with it, but I ended up just throwing that out and dipping the sponge in the paint. But I had seen this on Pinterest and I thought this would be really cute to make it look like bricks on my window frames. And I thought, I've always loved the look of bricks. As you know, I have lots of faux brick walls in my house, but this technique I had never used with the sponge, but it was actually super easy. And I thought, worst case scenario, I'll just paint it white again. It's no big deal. So I just thought I'm going to go for it. That's usually what I do with my home decor. And I actually really loved it. I thought it was so cute. So just to let you know, I haven't gone back and put a coat of polyacrylic on it, but I will be doing that just to make sure, because it's outside, you know, and this is just a craft paint, and I want to make sure that it doesn't come off or anything. So I'll be going back and doing that, and I'll show you in a minute. I actually did it around the door too, and I wasn't sure if I liked it around the door, but I did ask my kids and they agreed that it looks good and that it should match. So it's pretty cool. I mean, it was super inexpensive and it didn't take very long. It was kind of messy for sure. It got paint all under my fingernails, but it was a really fun project. I'm very glad I did it, and you'll see at the end. I think it really just, I don't know, I think it takes it over the top. I really like it. So here's a look at the door frame. And like I said, not completely convinced I like the door, but for now I'm going to leave it. And if I decide I don't like it, I'll just repaint it white. So now it is time to put up the screen. And I told you before, we bought the pet screen. This is 36 by 84 inches. And this is actually not all the screen we had. We actually had to go buy more. It took way more than I ever would have thought. Each one of these rolls was not long enough to go from top to bottom, so we actually had to use like 2 rolls for each piece, each side, and it took a whole lot of screen. But Marion has this like brad gun he bought a while back, so he just put the screen up with that, and then he trimmed off the edges, and then we went back later and put like a little trim, a little edge around them. I think it's made with PVC, and I just finished it off. This was just a little tedious and time consuming, but you can see it's already coming together. It looks so good. The screen was what I'm just most excited about, because that's what will keep my pet safe inside the porch and not let the bugs inside, and it gives so much privacy, but I still feel like I can see out plenty. I really love it. So we went back and forth about how to put this screen on the bottom. We changed our mind about 17 times, but in the end he just put a few extra pieces of wood in front of the slats that were already there so he could staple it to them, and you can't really tell at all from the outside that there's extra wood there. And then he was giving Jackson a little lesson on how to use the brad gun. Jackson actually really enjoyed it, and he helped him put some of the screen on. I like that he included Jackson in this project. So now he's just putting up the trim. It's these long white PVC pieces, and he was going to buy the wood, but then I would have to go back and paint them, and we were just wanting to be finished, so it was definitely a little bit more expensive to buy the PVC, but it looks beautiful, and I like the way these look, I think, better than the wood. And he just used the same brad gun to put those up, and they just really finished it off and made it look beautiful. So now that all the trim is done, it's time to put up the door, and this is the door that we chose. It's the Bell Harbor vinyl screen door. We went back and forth. This is not the one that I originally wanted, but it was out of stock, so this was my second choice, and I do love it. I think it's beautiful, and I actually have eyed this door for years and loved it, wanted it for my front door. But we cannot just buy a door and put it on our front door. It's not a normal size, so we would have to have a custom made door, and we've actually bought a door before and brought it home, tried to put it on. We actually were given another door, tried to put it on. Basically, we would have to have one custom made, so that's why we've not replaced our front door, or that's why we don't have a storm door or screen door or anything. But this one is beautiful for the screen porch, and it's kind of a headache to try to get this thing level and hanging right, and we're still trying to figure out. This morning the wind was kind of blowing it open, and we'll figure it out, but it looks beautiful. I love it. We may have to change the screen on it just to match the rest of the screen, because it is a little bit different, and we want to make sure that our pets cannot escape out of it. But it's a beautiful door. I love it. I love the way that it looks on. I wish it could be on the front of the porch, but the stairs are on the side. So anyway, I think it's beautiful. So I'll link this down below too if you're interested in it. Alright, so I thought I'd give y'all a clip of the dogs coming out on the porch for the first time. Marion was the cameraman, so a little shaky, but you get the idea. Also, I apologize for my voice this morning. It's so deep. It's because it's so early. But this was fun. This was just letting them run around. They just did not know what to think. Oliver kept trying to escape. He's such a little Houdini. He's always trying to escape. Belle, she's totally fine. She wouldn't run away. But Oliver, he would take off. That's why we wanted to make sure everything was secure. Around the door, we're going to put more of those pickets on the outside of that screen, so it will be more secure. But right now, we haven't got to that part yet. But they were just loving it, running around, trying to figure out what is going on. They were so cute. Alright, I wanted to tell you about these beautiful string lights. This is from a company called Addlon. Thank you, Addlon, for sponsoring today's video. They did send me these beautiful outdoor lights for my porch. I'm so excited to put these up. They are LED lights, and it's a 48-foot string light, and it has 15 light sockets. And these are like the heavy-duty kinds you find at like a restaurant. They're for outdoor use only. You can link up to, 32 lights together. They're amazing. When I pulled them out of the box, I was really surprised, because I have like the kind that are indoor outdoor, but these are like heavy duty outdoor lights, and these are the light bulbs. They're LED. They came in this nice packaging, didn't have any of them broken. They're actually shatterproof bulbs, which I really love. So Marion bought these little hooks, the 7/8 inch, and then he just took a really tiny drill bit and drilled along the top, and they have these perfect little convenient hooks on them, or hangers on them, so you could just put them on a hook just like that. So he went along the top, and this was a 48-foot, so it was literally the perfect size for our porch. It went around all three sides except the side with the door. So we were deciding if we wanted to do them like crisscross across the top or if we wanted to just do them along the side, and we did decide just to do them along the side. It's going to be so nice. First of all, when you see at the end with my Christmas decor, they look so pretty for Christmas, but also like in the summertime, like this is exactly what I was looking for. So I was so excited when Addlon reached out to me, because these literally like are, you know, like the icing on the cake. They just made it pop, and it is beautiful. I'm going to show you at the end what it looks like when it's dark too. It's beautiful. And I loved this at the end. If you're not linking it to another set of lights, then it has this little cap on it, so it just makes it feel safer, especially with it being outside. So if you are interested in purchasing any of these lights, there will be a link down in the description box. Make sure to click on that if you would like to purchase them and get 10% off anything on that website, on that page. They have a lot of really cool lights. They actually have some that are different color sockets. They don't just have black. So check them out if you're looking for this kind of thing. These are so great for outside, and you can link so many together if you have a larger space. And actually, they're really good price, I think. So we are going to enjoy these lights for many years to come. And that is what they look like on. It was the first time we had turned them on, and oh my goodness, I love it. It's just so cozy out here. I just love it so much. I know I've said that a lot, but I think I was most excited about the screen and also the lights, just to see my little space all lit up. It's just beautiful. So I'm going to show you again what those lights look like when it's dark outside. But right now I'm going to go ahead and just kind of clean everything off. This was the part I was looking forward to. Clean it off, and then I'm going to put out some Christmas decor. It's going to be beautiful. This is so fun to finally decorate. I went ahead and swept just like all the little pieces of construction stuff, you know, off the porch, but I think that I might try vacuuming this carpet when I clean, because we'll have to see, but I don't want to like clog up my vacuum or anything, but obviously like leaves and debris won't be able to, you know, get inside the porch. But this is my love seat that I painted, and like I said before, I'm planning on replacing that probably in the spring or the summer. And I just kind of moved everything over to one side and tried to get all the debris out, and to me this feels like an extra room in my house, so I definitely don't want to, you know, leave leaves and all that in there. But I went ahead, you might have seen me just take that chair. I pulled one of my chairs off my back deck. I have two little rocking chairs, and I thought it would be nice to have more seating up here, so I put one in here. I thought maybe I could put both of them, but they wouldn't fit. But when I get some new furniture, I'm going to try to get something with more seating. But for now, it works, and it's a little too cold to actually be out here and enjoy it right now, but it won't be too long, and we'll have some warm weather. So I'm going to add some Christmas decor now, and if you watched my Christmas decor home tour, I was saying that I kind of was straying a little bit away from the black and red buffalo check, but out here, I love it out here. It's very outdoorsy to me, and I think it's beautiful, and all my outdoor decor has the red and black, and I love it, so that's what I used out here. And I just hung some of this garland on the little hooks that we hung the lights on, and it's beautiful when it's lit up. It's very Christmassy. I love it. My little old bench that's falling apart. I just put it over there. I don't really know if I'm going to keep it, but I mean, I probably will. I don't usually like to throw old things away, but then I just put these bells and this bow on my little lamp stand that I made. I need to repaint it really badly, so that was on my list. There are a lot of things that I'm gonna still finish after this, but I wanted to go ahead and get this video up, and then Marion and I will be working on a lot of little things that I'll show you at the end, some of the things we need to do. But I got this pillowcase off of Amazon. I'll link it down below. It is so cute, and I just had a pillow I put inside. It's just the case, not the pillow. And then my little tree in this bucket from Hobby Lobby is one of my favorite outdoor Christmas decorations. And then I just took the pillow off of this and replaced it with this red pillow I got at the Christmas tree shop last year. It's perfect fit, and it just gives it that pop of red. I love the red and black out here. It is gorgeous, so Christmassy. This is a sign I made a few years ago, so I always put that on my porch now. And this is my doormat that I got from TJ Maxx. I showed in my last video. It was only $12.99, and it is beautiful and such good quality. And I like these kinds of mats because I feel like they really clean your shoes off before people walk in the house. But it fits perfectly on that step. Speaking of that step, I'm going to do another coat of paint and some polyacrylic on that. That's another thing I need to finish. And this is just an old wreath I made a few years ago. It's not my favorite, but it's cute, and it's the only one I had for now. So here are a few before pictures so you can remember what it looked like. I've always loved my porch, and I always think it's cute, but I was definitely wanting an upgrade, and I knew that like that carpet needed to go and that it needed to be repainted. And you know, I just always had a vision in my mind, and Marion made it come to life, and I love it. These stairs I'm showing you before, and I will show you the after, but they are not completely finished yet. So like I said, I'm going to go and show you a few of the things that we need to finish at the end, but right now I just thought I'd show you, give you a little reminder of what it looked like before. And my friends, here is the after. It looks beautiful. It is not perfect, but oh my goodness, it is beautiful. And of course the dogs love it. We are going to love this porch for years to come. We did actually try to bring Clyde out, and it just freaked him out. So we're going to let him come on his own terms. But this is what it looks like after. And this is when the sun was setting, so the lights are a little bit brighter now. And it just look so warm and cozy. I love it. Have I said that yet? I love it. So I really like the way that the window frames turned out, but I think when I added the lights and the Christmas decor, it just made it even more beautiful. It just made it pop. So I'm definitely not regretting doing that around the windows. Like I said, I'm still deciding about the door, but my kids told me it looks good, so So now I thought I'd show you a few of the things that we are still going to finish in the future, which I'm sure I will vlog. This is how far we got on the steps. Marion still has to fix these, and I still have to finish painting them and staining them and all the things. I have to paint around the door and at the top where I couldn't reach. So it's definitely not completely finished, but definitely finished enough to share it with you all. Then some of these, just this one side, I was not able to reach up high, so I need to finish painting that as well, but that will come. We're also going to need to still put the wood on the other side of this wall and paint that, and we need to get the stairs removed and the sidewalk, and you know, it's lots of stuff. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Thank you to Addlon for sending me these beautiful lights. This is what they look like at night. So cozy. I love it. I love you guys. Thank you so much. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.